Vegas changed, quietly, without announcement, over the last 5 years. Budget tourists aren't welcome anymore. Room rates doubled. Buffets closed. Free parking eliminated. $5 blackjack disappeared. 99-cent shrimp cocktails gone forever. This isn't by accident. This is strategy. Vegas decided, we don't want budget tourists. We want high spenders only. And they're getting exactly what they want. Let's start with room rates. 2019. Average strip hotel room, $80 per night. Not luxury, not terrible. Standard room at a decent property, $80. 2026. Same room, $180 per night. More than double. In 7 years. This isn't inflation. Inflation over 7 years is maybe 30%, not 125%. This is intentional pricing strategy. Resort fees used to be $30 per night. Now they're $50 or more. Some properties charging $60 per night in resort fees. That's on top of the room rate. So that 180 room? Actually $230 with resort fees, plus 13% tax. You're paying $260 for a room that cost $90 total in 2019. Parking used to be free. Every strip casino had free parking. Now, valet is $30 to $50. Self-parking is $20 to $30. At properties you're already paying to stay at, MGM properties, Caesars properties, all charge for parking now. Only a few like Venetian and Wynn still offer free parking. And Wynn only because they're targeting ultra-luxury customers who don't care about parking fees. Add it up. Room 180, resort fee 50, parking 25, tax on all of it. You're paying $280 to $300 per night for a standard room at a mid-tier strip property. 2019, same room was $110 total. Vegas tripled prices in 7 years. And occupancy barely dropped. Why? Because they don't want the customers who can't afford $300 per night. They want customers who can afford $600 per night and won't blink at $300. Remember Vegas buffets? $15 to $25, all you can eat, crab legs, prime rib, endless food? Those are gone. Carnival World Buffet at Rio. Closed 2020. Never reopened. Main Street Station Garden Court. Closed. Circus Buffet? Terrible. Orleans Buffet? Mediocre at best. What survived? Bacchanal at Caesars. Now $85. Used to be $60 pre-pandemic. Wicked Spoon at Cosmopolitan reopened? $70. Smaller selection than before? Bellagio Buffet? $65. Still good, but not the same. Wynn Buffet closed permanently. Replaced with individual restaurants charging $40 to $60 per entree. Wynn did the math. Buffet at $40 per person with 20% margin doesn't beat a steakhouse at $60 per entree with 70% margin. Buffets were loss leaders. Casinos lost money on buffets. Made it back when guests gambled after eating. That model died. Why? Because modern tourists come for buffets, take Instagram photos, and leave. They don't gamble enough to justify the loss. So Vegas killed buffets. Or priced them so high they're no longer budget options. $85 for Bacchanal? That's not a budget buffet. That's premium dining. Budget tourists who came for cheap food? Vegas doesn't want them anymore. $5 blackjack used to be everywhere. Strip properties. Even Bellagio had $5 tables during slow times. Now, $15 minimums during the day. $25 evenings and weekends. $50 at high traffic times. Caesars Palace, Bellagio, Aria, Cosmopolitan. $15 to $25 minimum standard. You can't find $5 blackjack on the Strip anymore. Maybe at Casino Royale. Maybe it's lots of fun if you're lucky. That's it. Downtown used to be the budget option. $5 tables everywhere. Now, $10 to $15 minimums downtown. Even Fremont and Downtown Grand raised minimums. Roulette, same story. Used to be $5 minimum outside bets. Now $15 to $25. Craps? $10 minimums used to be standard. Now $15 to $25. Sometimes $50 on weekends. Slot machines changed too. Penny slots still exist, but the minimum bet per spin increased. Used to bet 20 cents and spin. Now minimum bet is 80 cents to a dollar for the same games. Same machines. Higher minimums. Why did this happen? Because Vegas doesn't want low rollers anymore. A tourist betting $5 per hand for 2 hours generates maybe $60 in expected casino win. That's not worth the floor space, dealer cost, or operational overhead. A tourist betting $25 per hand for 2 hours generates $300 in expected win. Same amount of space, same dealer, 6 times the revenue. Vegas ran the numbers. Decided low-stakes gamblers aren't worth catering to. Raised minimums. Pushed budget gamblers out. Some went to locals' casinos. Some went to downtown. Most just stopped coming to Vegas. Vegas is fine with this. Shows used to have budget options. Cheap seats for $40 to $60. Not anymore. Cirque du Soleil shows start at $120 to $150. Good seats $200 plus. Mystique at Treasure Island. O at Bellagio. K at MGM Grand. All expensive. Penn and Teller at Rio. Used to be $60 to $80. Now $100 plus for decent seats. Headliner residencies? Forget it. Adele at Caesar's Palace. $500 minimum. Often thousands. Usher at Park MGM. $250 to $500. Even mid-tier acts charge $150 to $200. Budget shows disappeared. $50 comedy shows gone. $60 magic shows gone. If you want entertainment in Vegas now, you're paying $150 minimum per person. Restaurants followed the same pattern. Cheap eats used to exist. Food courts, quick service, $8 to $12 meals. Most of those closed. What replaced them? Fast casual charging $18 to $25 per person? Or sit-down restaurants charging $40 to $80 per person? Budget dining options barely exist on the Strip anymore. Want a drink? Used to get free drinks gambling. Still technically free, but service is so slow you might get 1 drink per hour, and you're expected to tip $5 to $10 per drink now. Used to be $1 to $2. Order drinks at a bar? $18 to $25 for a cocktail. Beer $15 to $20. Wine $20 to $30 per glass. No happy hours. No specials. Full price all the time. Even basics got expensive. Bottle of water at CVS and Casino? $6. Used to be $2. Snacks, souvenirs. Everything marked up beyond normal tourist pricing. Vegas systematically eliminated every budget option. Across every category. Rooms, food, gambling, entertainment, drinks, everything. Why did Vegas do this? Simple math. Fewer customers spending more beats, more customers spending less. 2019 model. Attract 5 million budget tourists. Average spend $300 per visit. Total revenue $1.5 billion. But operational costs are high. Staff for 5 million tourists. Rooms to clean. Restaurants to operate. Wear and tear on facilities. Tight profit margins. 2026 model. Attract 2 million high-spending tourists. Average spend $1,000 per visit. Total revenue $2 billion. Fewer tourists? Same revenue? Actually more revenue. With lower operational costs. Higher profit margins. You need fewer staff for 2 million tourists than 5 million. Less wear and tear, less everything, but more profit. This is why Vegas raised prices across the board. They're not trying to maintain volume. They're trying to reduce volume while increasing revenue per customer. It's working. Vegas visitation is down from peak. 2019 had 42 million visitors. 2025 had 39 million. Fewer tourists. But gaming revenue is up. 2019 Strip gaming revenue was $6.6 billion. 2025 was $7.8 billion. More revenue. Fewer customers. Higher spend per customer. Convention business reinforces this. Conventions bring business travelers on expense accounts. They don't care about $50 resort fees or $25 blackjack minimums. Company pays. Vegas shifted focus. Less leisure tourists. More convention business. Less budget families. More affluent couples. Less quantity, more quality. Luxury positioning helps too. Vegas spent decades fighting the cheap Vegas reputation. Budget buffets, cheap rooms, 99-cent shrimp cocktails. This hurt their ability to attract luxury travelers. Luxury travelers don't want to stay where budget tourists stay. They want exclusive, expensive premium. So Vegas eliminated budget options, priced out budget tourists, became luxury-only destination. Now they can charge luxury prices across everything. Working-class families, middle-class tourists, anyone on a budget. They're priced out completely. Used to be able to visit Vegas for a weekend, stay 2 nights, gamble a little, see a show, eat well, for $800 to $1,000 total per couple. Now, same trip costs $2,000 to $3,000. Room rates doubled, resort fees added, parking added, food costs doubled, show costs doubled, gambling minimums tripled. Budget tourists have 2 options: stop coming to Vegas, or go into debt to visit. Many stopped coming. Vegas visitation down. But Vegas is fine with this. They replaced budget tourists with high spenders. Regional casinos benefit: Kansas, Oklahoma, Indiana, Pennsylvania, Maryland. These states added casinos over the last decade. Budget tourists who can't afford Vegas now gamble regionally, closer to home, cheaper. Vegas used to be the destination. Now it's unaffordable for most Americans. Vegas became what it always wanted to be: exclusive, expensive, luxury only. But this also means Vegas lost part of its soul. Old Vegas was accessible. Anyone could visit, have fun, gamble a little, eat cheap, see free shows. It was democratic. Everyone welcome. New Vegas is exclusive, high income only. If you can't afford $300 rooms and $25 blackjack minimums, don't come. Some people think Vegas will lower prices again, bring back budget options, compete for middle-class tourists. It's not happening. Vegas committed to luxury positioning. This is permanent. Why would they go back? Revenue is up. Profits are up. Margins are up. Fewer customers. Less operational complexity, better bottom line. Going back to budget model means lower prices, higher volume, tighter margins, more operational headaches. Why would Vegas choose that? They wouldn't. This is the new normal. Vegas is expensive, getting more expensive every year. And they're not reversing course. Future prices will only increase. Room rates will hit $250 to $300 average in next few years. Resort fees will hit $60 to $70. Gambling minimums will hit $50 standard. Vegas will become even more exclusive, even more expensive, even less accessible to average Americans. Budget tourists who loved Vegas find new destinations: regional casinos, Laughlin, Reno, Biloxi, Atlantic City, anywhere cheaper than Vegas. Because Vegas doesn't want you anymore. Not unless you're spending thousands per trip. Vegas doesn't want budget tourists anymore. Room rates tripled, buffets closed or went ultra premium, free parking eliminated. $5 blackjack disappeared. Everything got expensive. This is strategy. Fewer customers, spending more beats, more customers, spending less, higher margins, lower operational costs, better profits. Vegas replaced budget tourists with high spenders, convention business, affluent couples, luxury travelers, people who don't blink at $300 room rates or $50 resort fees, working-class families priced out, middle-class tourists priced out, anyone on a budget priced out. Vegas committed to luxury positioning. This isn't temporary, this is permanent. Prices will only increase from here. Old Vegas was accessible to everyone. New Vegas is exclusive, high income only. Vegas doesn't care if budget tourists stop coming. That's the goal? They want you gone, unless you can afford to spend thousands per trip. Then welcome. Everyone else? Vegas doesn't want you anymore. Has Vegas priced you out? Are you still visiting, or did you stop? Let me know in the comments. If you want more Vegas deep dives, subscribe to Vegas Vault. Hit that notification bell, and I'll see you in the next video.